Hello friends, it's good to be back. I posted a couple videos, months ago now, and more than one person told me that they enjoyed the info and actually helped them with their climbing. So I'm going to start making some more. Back on road. All right. So when I started rope walking, it's been a few years now. Probably 8 years ago when I was on the internet looking for setups on YouTube. There really wasn't a lot of videos. There was some text and things like that showed the setups. And in that one, when I started, in the text, it showed your left knee ascender being your second point of connection versus a hand ascender. Typically, I do run a hand ascender, not typically, I always run a hand ascender above me here when I'm not in the garage under the ladder. When I'm doing this, I don't have my hand ascender on because it just gets in the way here. And I've evaluated my risk and I'm safe here. Now, anything above this or in a real climb, my 2 points of connection are my crawl and my hand ascender. So the older methods, they didn't wear a crawl here, and they would just attach their knee ascender. Now, doing all this climbing in the garage, I have, climbing everywhere, not just the garage. I've broken a lot of gear. And that's where I was gonna make some videos about the gear I've broken in hopes that it might help some people reevaluate their setups and potentially be safer in the future. Yeah, excellent. I was going to start making these videos early in the year, but unfortunately I had to stop and I had a surgery and I just stopped climbing for a while. But then Bridge Day showed up and I got a little training in before that. Around Thanksgiving, I started a new program. So my goal here in the next few months, and another reason why I'm going to make the videos, is holding myself accountable, make sure I'm doing my routines. Not only do I just love climbing at this point and I want to continue that skill, I weighed in at 200 pounds on Thanksgiving, and I'd like to get down to about 160. So today is Christmas Eve. It's about 4:45 in the morning. I'm at it, and I weighed in at 187 pounds yesterday. So I've already lost 13 pounds in a month, and y'all get to see the journey. See if I can get down to 160. Weight isn't everything. It's more body composition, but I like to have a goal. So that's my goal. So I'll make these videos. You guys will see my setups. I'll talk about all the stuff that I break and kind of how I've reevaluated how I climb, and we'll go from there. I love ropes. I love talking about it. So this is my 3 days a week. I'm climbing now. I'm not climbing every single day. I was actually finding that I wasn't getting the gains. I was really just starting to injure myself, my feet, all sorts of stuff. I was really starting to get hurt. So now I climb every other day. On the other 3 days a week, I do an ab routine. I noticed that this chest roller is very deceiving. When you take this sucker off, you find out what your abs are made of, what your core is. So I don't like falling over backwards. I just did my Sprat recertification, and sitting in that industrial harness, I was still fighting sitting up, given I was close to 200 pounds. And losing weight is the majority of the reason, besides normal body composition, that helps you sit up straighter in your harness. Anyways, I realized how weak my abs were. So now 3 days a week I do an ab core body weight workout, probably get a kettlebell soon. And then on Sundays I do a long stretching routine. I'm starting to figure out people that live the longest in life, boy, they do yoga and they stretch. So I'm very stiff from all my climbing, all my workouts. So I started doing yoga, moves and stretching, and it's already just made me feel better, loosen up the tension in my neck, my back, my lower back. Climbing 7 days a week or working out really hard 7 days a week breaks you down. Like I think my longest streak about a year ago was 90 days. But at the end, it seemed unsustainable for me. So now I'm mixing things up. It's been a lot better. And actually I've seen better gains in my climbing now by mixing it up. So I'm still doing 1,950 feet. I got a 660 spool. And I'm doing that in about an hour and 4 minutes. So some days are better, some days are worse. Key is to keep showing up. So I'll rock through this. I'm gonna try not to make too long of videos, and I'll time lapse through this. Alrighty friends, I'm coming up on the end of my rope. Remember, make sure if you don't have a knot in it, pay attention. But it was a great climb. I'm gonna keep making these videos. Whew, I got 2 more rounds to go. You all have a great morning and a great Christmas Eve. I'll see y'all later.